Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Richard Payne from Keller Realty here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And I want to go through that world of statistics for you because January is now finished and it's going to be really interesting to see how we fared from December and back into January. So here's the overall numbers. So the overall numbers, we hit an average of $291,000. 96% sale to list price, given what actually sold. Now, we only sold 195 houses in January, so it's kind of quiet. 101 average days on market, but 12 months of inventory. So we were doing quite nicely. And the other thing there is 37% sales to new listings, which means a lot more properties came on the market. And when we looked at December, we were really pleased, but surprised that we had like 120% sale to listing ratio, which means we sold more than we actually listed. This month we're back down to like literally a third of what was new listings actually sold. So it doesn't mean the new listings sold, it just means that when we put 300 houses on the market, then only 100 sell. It gives you an idea as to like how many more we listed in January. So some of the other quick things as well is I wanted to go through is we had a look at the price. So the average price we said was $291, but that's down $15,000 on January 2016 last year. So we're still hovering around that $300,000 mark, a little bit lower, but we're down 15%. But the number of houses sold January this year compared to January 16 is up 22%. And like I say, we're holding on that like 100 days on market, which is a really good number to be actually at right now. So that's the overall market for Halifax in January 2017. But some of the specific stuff, so we always like to give you ideas of like who's the biggest selling markets, and we're still in that similar area where we've got Sackville, we've got Prospect and St Margaret's Bay and Timberley, we've got Clayton Park, Fairmount, Rockingham and Bedford. Those are kind of the four big markets that have sold. The interesting thing is the number one selling market was actually the Sackville area. Now the average price is only $217,000, 104 days on market. But the big thing is that they sold 22 of the 195 houses sold. So they're the number one selling market. And I think that comes down to it's January. First-time home buyers are really starting to look, and those are the ones at that lower price point, $217,000. Those are the ones that are starting to move. And interesting, they're in the only market that's balanced right now with 6.5 months of inventory. Everybody else is in that strong buyer's market. 12 months on market overall means that it's a strong buyer's market. But when we look at Bedford is a much higher price point, $440,000 for the month. But, you know, only 15 houses sold and 13 months of inventory on the market. So a lot of properties for sale in that area. And then we look at Timberley, again, 12 months there. We look at Fairmount, a little bit less at 8 months. But again, higher price points, so 285 in Timberley and 377 down in Fairmount, Clayton Park. So that's really what's going on. So I thought we were going to have like December was going to carry into January, be a really good month. Now, me personally, I've been probably the busiest January in 5 years that I've actually had. So that's great news. And certainly for me and my clients, we've had multiple offers, we've had backup offers, we've had houses that have been sold in less than 24 days. So it's really starting to shift. And that's why it's important to work with the right people in this world. Now, if you have any questions on anything, then do please give me a call. My number is 902-489-1804. You can email me, richard@rpmrealestate.ca, because we're here to make your real estate as simple as possible.